A High Court judge has found Prince Harry was not improperly stripped of his publicly funded security detail during visits to Britain after he gave up his status as a working royal. Joining us from London is our royal expert and commentator, Josh Rom. Josh, great to speak to you. What do you make of this? Is it the decision that people in Britain were expecting?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, congratulations on the new show. I am loving this new set, by the way. It looks absolutely awesome. But yes, on this decision, I think it was very, very well expected. I mean, this is Prince Harry wanting to have his cake and eating it. So this effectively, he basically lost his appeal over the case, over the decision to downgrade his security. Now, what this effectively means is he says that he's being singled out and treated unfairly by the Ravet Committee. Now, this is the committee that oversees the security arrangements of the royal family and also other high-profile figures when they come to visit in the United Kingdom. And basically, it doesn't necessarily mean that Prince Harry will lose any and all security when he comes to the UK. If he comes to the UK and comes to, let's say, a royal event such as the coronation, where His Majesty the King or his brother, the Prince of Wales, is present, he will, of course, be covered under the security of that royal event. And per se, if he's on the Windsor Estate where other royals are present, he will, of course, be covered under that security. What it effectively means is his status overall has been downgraded. And the security arrangements and the status of his security will then be treated on a case-by-case basis, dependent on the relevant threat. Now, Prince Harry, of course, did want to or offer to pay for the same level of security when he comes to the UK himself, but a judge ruled against him on that account because it was thought that this would set a bad precedent where the Metropolitan Police and security will be seen as guns for hire. What this also effectively involves as well, and this is, I think, where Prince Harry's issue comes in, is he wants to have the same sort of intelligence sharing with the Metropolitan Police with his own security if he comes to the UK. But again, this is Prince Harry wanting to have his cake and eat it. He wants the perks of being a working member of the royal family without actually doing the duty. Now, I think the public are somewhat sympathetic to him, especially, you know, he is, bearing in mind, a prince of the realm. That was his birthright. And again, there is a kind of element to the public being split. Some people going, he wants his cake and eating it. And another part of the public going, well, if he wants his security, why can't he pay for it himself? We don't want to necessarily pay for his security, but if he wants to pay for it himself, what's the problem with that? The problem is the precedent it sets for the Metropolitan Police being guns for hire. So, you know, I think there's a real kind of conflict here. I think the main consensus is, you know, we are taxpayers. He's not a senior member of the senior working member of the royal family. We don't want to pay for his security. That is, I think, the main consensus in the United Kingdom. But I mean, some of the technicalities here, you know, the court and the judge ruled that this process wasn't an unfair process. The court did say that all options were considered on the table. This wasn't an unfair process. There wasn't any legal, you know, legal standpoint in which Prince Harry properly had. There was nothing unlawful about this process. But Prince Harry cannot have his cake and eat it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether this has an impact on Harry and Meghan's already dwindling popularity.